Hi there guys, Nigel here, Nigel's Modelling Bench, and I've got a kit review for you today. And you're thinking, why has he got the instruction manual for the 1/200 scale HMS hood from Trumpeter when this is supposed to be a review of a Meng kit? Well, this is a great kit. It's like 1500 parts or whatever. It's like huge. It's about 4.5, 5 feet long or something. And it's got many, lots and lots of parts, lots and lots of work to do. A couple of inaccuracies, like the rear funnel is smaller than the front funnel, it shouldn't be. But I've also got the Pontus sat on the way for this. So this will be a fantastic build, but it's hardly an online build. It's hardly a quick build. It's hardly something you can sit down during these lockdown times with your kids and have some fun with. So basically we'll put that to one side. This is what we're going to concentrate on today. And this is the Meng Warship Builder HMS hood. Well, they're just calling it hood. It's press fit assembly, and it's a Royal Navy ensign sticker set in there. Royal Navy Naval Ensign sticker set. So it says this product is for users above age 14 only. Worth remembering. Ready to assemble cartoon model kit, paint not included. This is not a toy. The part number is WB005. I'm assuming WB is Warship Builder. If you look on their website, they have a range. I know they've done Missouri, and they've also done like a dockside display as well. So it's quite an interesting little setup. This kit itself I got from Scale Model Shop in the UK, scalemodelshop.co.uk. Got some very keen pricing on there, and this was £16.19. It was plus a couple of pounds for delivery. 58 parts plus a set of stickers, and the 58 parts includes a stand. Scale, if you work on length, it's about 1,670, but as they say here, it's a cartoon model kit. It's almost like an egg plane or an egg model, but I think Hasegawa have got the license on egg models, so it's called a cartoon toy. But if you've seen Meng, if you're familiar with them, they do their tuned tanks as well, and they do some funny aeroplanes as well, so worth looking at. Okay, so let's have a look around the box. On this side here we've got the aerial view. You can see the guns there and the decks and everything, and it's all sort of there, but it's all a bit sort of cartoony. And then we've got recommended call-outs colours for the AK range of paints. You don't have to use AK, in fact I prefer not to, but they are the colours that you can use. I will do a build of this, and I will tell you the Tamiya colours that I'm going to use. And I will also go a little bit overboard and do some special effects on the deck and everything, just for a bit of fun. Basically what I intend to do is build this and turn it into a kind of exercise in modelling, building and painting for a laugh. Okay, so applying some of the effects you would apply to a full scale model, like you would this one, but to this. So a bit of fun. And if I really enjoy it, I'm going to get the Missouri as well. So on the other side of the box here, Warship Builder hood. So I'll just bring this up so you can read that all about it. It's a bit of history about the ship, and also some information on the kit. Thanks to the bold design, the famous war machine in real life has been transformed to a cute warship model. This kit includes light grey, dark grey and dark red parts. The model can be built in a quick and enjoyable way thanks to the press fit assembly design and adhesive stickers. So as I say, if you're looking for something to entertain a youngster for an afternoon or something, you can sit down with them and build this, and then take it apart and build it again if you want to. So it's a 2020 kit, so it's brand new, and it's obviously from Meng. So now, looking inside the box, it's not a massive box, but it's quite deep, as you can see. And you can see we've got one bag here with all the sprues in and all the different colours and everything there. We've got our instruction sheet, which is a booklet type design, and then we've got our stickers here. So there's no decals, just the sticker options. It's not like Bandai where you get the option. This is just stickers. So we've got the hood in Japanese or Chinese, and we've got a hood there in English, obviously for the stand. So, and then we've got our Royal Navy ensigns here in the flying and the steel states. So there we go. Lovely rigid cardboard box as well. I might keep hold of this for posting parcels in, because nice to see. I mean, people like Revell need to make note of this. Look how good it is. Look how strong it is, Revell. That's about as strong as the Titanic hull. So let's get this bag open and see what we've got. In fact, no, we won't. Let's have a look at the instructions first. So we've seen the stickers. We can put those back in the box. Let's have a look at the instructions. Now I'm going to have to move the light, I think, because obviously we're going to get glaring off the page. So fairly small instruction booklet. Okay, wow, that took some doing, getting the glossiness to disappear. So I've changed the angle of the camera and everything. So basically these instructions are quite difficult to read, particularly difficult for me to read because I've got the reflection in me now, not on the camera. But basically it looks like they've made this as difficult to see as possible. They've made the backgrounds very dark, they've got the sprues on here very dark, and you can hardly see anything. Here they're advertising their disc-by single-edged hobby side cutters. I actually tried these at a show up at Telford. I didn't think that much of them, to be honest, those single-sided cutters. I'd much rather have the Tamiya type with the double edge, but anyway. So here we've got some information about the, this is read carefully before assembly. So we've got it in Chinese, Russian, quite possibly Japanese and English. And they're telling us basically some health and safety stuff there. So if you're building this with your kids, good practice to get them to read that and, you know, make them start to read things, instructions and stuff, because so many people just rip stuff open these days, throw the manual away and then just do it all wrong. So there's our parts call out. As I say, we've got a sticker set down there. You've got the stand that you can hardly see because it's a black stand on a black background. Quite why they've done this, I really don't know. It would be much better just to have plain white paper, wouldn't it, instead of this horrible glossy. Blech. So starting off with the hull here, we've got a lovely inner hull piece going there for some rigidity, and that looks like that's going to actually hold the hull halves together. As I say, this is snap fit. And then we've got our screws going on here, propellers going on the ends of the shafts, and just like the trumpeter kit, they've got these the wrong way round. According to my anatomy of the ship book, this one here, the screws are superimposed. They should be the other way around. So fit A7s on that side and fit your A8 screws on this side, and it's the same with the Trumpeter 200 kit, they're the wrong way around. And then going on here, we're going to add our superstructure parts here, and then the main decks go over the actual gun turrets, and then we're going to add that onto the lower hull. So I'm guessing with this here you could kind of have a waterline model if you wanted to. If you wanted to display it in that dock scene you can buy from Meng. And then we're going to add the actual upper hull itself to the lower hull. Now we're going to go on with our superstructure. I can hardly see anything here, it's now impossible. We're going to add the superstructure details. So we've got some bridge detail going on there. There's the rear of the superstructure. And then we're going to add our funnels. Funnels come in two halves with the grating on the top. And then we've got our, I can't remember what they call those now, they're like radar systems for torpedo control and everything, I think they are. And then we've got the main mast going on here. Is that the main mast? Yes, that's the main mast there going on, and then we're going to build up the foremast. This is the bridge assembly it's saying here. And then adding the foremast onto there, which is the bridge assembly. We've got another area going on there. And then adding our 4-inch guns, adding the complete superstructure assembly to the hull, and adding our main guns, main turrets. There's 4 of those there. And we've got some anchors going on the front there. We've got 2 on one side, 1 on the other. So if you want to make it accurate, just miss out the rear one for a hood at sunk. I don't know if they've actually included it, but there should be a rear anchor as well. And also I noticed there's no degaussing cable on here. That's terrible. And they've missed out the fairings as well for the degaussing cable to go over. Dear, 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 these kits are so inaccurate these days. Anyway, and then we've got a lovely stand for it to go on, which is more than can be said for the trumpeter kit. You don't get a stand at all. So you can see there, adding the paint and everything. It's telling you which different colours to paint it. Adding your ensigns, you can actually add the wavy flag or the steel one. Painting your propellers there in brass. There's something they have missed out here is the boot line, which on the actual kit on the ship itself was like 8 foot high apparently. So if it's 1670th scale, as this kit is, if you look at its length, it should be 1.5 millimeters high. But I think for accuracy, you want to make it a bit higher than that, or just for making it look right. And we'll be doing that as we go forward. So my intention is to build this, take it apart, and then build it again properly. So we've got Meng AK. Meng have actually got in bed with AK, so you've got Meng's paints, which are actually made by AK, and then Acrovision, which I believe are a paint that's available in Asia, not in this country. So there we go. That's the instruction manual dealt with. Horrible as it is, that's awful. Just to give you a comparison, this is the trumpeter kit's parts. Okay. And that's the Meng's kit's parts. So if you're new to the hobby and you're thinking about getting the trumpeter, you might want to think twice. Perhaps get this one and then perhaps go for the Airfix or something. So there we go, that's that. All 58 parts. So now we've got this bag of plastic here, which is actually sealed, so we're going to have to cut it open. It's not an openable bag. So we'll cut the bag open like so. In fact, what I'll do is reposition the camera, get the lighting sorted again, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here we are, this is the bag of parts. Warning: to avoid danger of suffocation, keep away from children. This bag is not a toy. Yeah, okay. Right, so here we've got all our parts. So if we lay them out nicely, we've got our superstructure and inner hull part there. We've got our decks there with planking detail on them. More superstructure. Main turrets, 2 of those sprues there. And then we've got our main hull itself, which has got a nice kind of texture to it. Feels a little oily, so probably needs a wash if you're going to paint it. So there we go, there's all our parts laid out. Nice little stand there for the hull to sit on. You could put some nice planking detail in there if you wanted to. There we go. So that's it, that's the kit. So let's have a look at these sprues individually. And if we start with the hull halves, so we've got the fairings on there, so they're moulded on nicely. Very, very clean, sharp moulding, no flash or anything. And as I say, we've got this slight texture, and they've even kind of replicated the bulged hull sides, which is nice for the torpedo belt. In fact, I said it's 58 parts, it's 60, 62, 63, 66 parts, because I didn't see these on that awful plan here. I didn't see those parts because they're so dark. But yeah, those propellers are really, really nice. I mean, there's some... This kit is supposed to be a bit of a cartoony joke, but when you actually look at the moulding on those screws, they really are nice. I mean, they're better than some I've seen in, you know, kits that are trying to be accurate to scale. And then you've got your propeller shafts there, which are nice. You've got some rudder detail moulded on. So that's all lovely. And then here's our turrets. This is sprue E, and we've got some nice rivet detail on the top of the turrets there, which are so prominent on hull, on hood. We've got anchors there. We've got some range finders, whatever they are. We've got some guns here. Not sure if that's flashed on the outside of the barrels or if it's supposed to be there. Oh no, that's the mountings actually for these smoke launchers or up things, whatever they are, whatever up is. 4-inch guns there, and then the main guns there. And you know, having open gun barrels, there's some kits out there that don't have that. And then you've got searchlight there. So yeah, really, really nice. And also you get 2 of these sprues, so it would be under all the others, wouldn't it? So actually, as far as accuracy goes, in that respect, this one's more accurate than the trumpeter kit, because both exhaust stacks are the same height. Same height, same width. Oh dear. More superstructure detail here. So we've got all our gun emplacements there going around the top. There's our main mast by the look of it. And then we've got a control tower there. And there's the, what do you call it, the starfish or the spider, whatever, I can't remember now. And then you've got your radar lookout areas there. All very nice. Superstructure with the turrets there. Remember, the decks actually go on top of here, and these will actually poke through. And for some reason they made these oval. In real life, obviously they'd be round. Basically they've sort of squashed it all up. Another anchor there, and so we've got 3 anchors with the kit. And then we've got the bridge detail here, which is nice, with some window detail there. We could draw those out and put some lights inside if we wanted to, even though in real life I think those windows are square. more detail there for the foremast, and then we've got the bridge control tower there, and then the main hull itself, which is nicely done. There's sprue injection point there, which won't matter because it's in the middle of the hull, but there's no flash. You can just basically use that. There's nothing to do to it at all, just build the kit with it. Got some portholes here. There's no degaussing cable represented, although we have got some plating detail there on the side of the hull, which is very nice. And we've got some access panels there. So yeah, really, really nice. As I say, no rear anchor, but hey. And then finally here we got, well, not finally, we got the sprue here with our decks on, and it's raised detail. No, it's not. It's actually engraved detail. I thought it was raised. It's engraved detail for the planking, so that's good. We could do some work with that and make it look realistic. And then we got the grates over the top of the funnels there. More detail there. Lovely, really, really nice. Crisp moulding. Some kind of fan there, that's for our grill there, that's obviously for a radar. So yeah, really, really nice. I'll give you a close-up of that deck detail. It's lovely. But there we go. Very, very tongue-in-cheek. I would love to try and do a serious review of this, but I'm afraid I don't have the intelligence to, you know, to pull it off. But yeah, like, you know, pull on it and say that this isn't correct, because those wouldn't be that far apart. They would have been closer together than that. But no. But there's a stand. As I say, you could paint all this up with wood colour so it looks like beams, and then your hull's basically going to sit on there like so. So that's all very nice indeed. So there we go. This has been HMS Hood WB005, Warship Builder 005 from Meng. So it's been a bit of fun. I will do a build of this. I was thinking I would probably do a build of it and then take it apart and build it properly. But looking at all these tiny push fit parts, it looks like they may well get broken when you try to remove them. So I'll probably just do the one build, and I'll build it with glue and paint and fillers and stuff. And we'll do a sort of, I don't know, an accurate modelling representation of an egg ship. Yeah, so we'll do all the decking, and we'll do all the different coloured woods and the wood effect and everything, and we'll put some soot effects around the funnels, you know, and sort of drill out the guns properly and everything, and go from there. But it's still going to be remaining this this kind of cartoon-like model, so it'll be a bit of fun, I think. So keep your eyes open for that one. It'll be coming up very, very soon. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Happy modelling. Stay in, stay safe, and do what your government tells you.